Hey everyone, Don here with Don's Question of the Day. Guys, welcome to Monday's edition of DQOTD. We're going to set a scene here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight. A lot of you have come to invest your money in some very important, unique museum ideas. So what I'm about to present to you is those ideas. So guys, today's question, you're probably wondering what the heck that was all about. But the question for today is, if you were funded to open a small museum, any museum that you wanted to, what museum would you choose to build and share with the public? With everybody that you knew that was, of course, interested in whatever museum you chose. So that was the question for today, guys. So here's the list, everyone. So right in time for Halloween, we've got a horror museum, which I could definitely get on board with that. How about a flight museum featuring airplanes, runways, airports, all the things that have to do with flight? Very nice. Lady told me any museum really that had to do with kids and making children happy, and she finally chose a toy museum, which I thought was really cool. There are a lot of toy museums already out there, and I think I've been to one when I was younger. It was pretty cool, actually. How about some antique or vintage cars? A magazine museum, like magazines way back a bunch of different older decades and even today. A horse museum. Well, horse, of course. I thought this one was interesting. A pen and pencil museum. So featuring pens and pencils and different writing materials that they used back at the turn of the century or even before that. That would be interesting, I think. Just think about it, guys. There's so many things that have been written and discussed on paper and stories, and just all those were originally written with pens and pencils and writing utensils instead of computers. A Star Trek museum. A Christmas ornament museum. A museum of military history. A magic museum. Someone said a living history museum, and another person said just a history museum. A history of what? I do not know. I'm assuming just dates, history. A Kansas City Chiefs museum, and also a sports museum. Coca-Cola Bear Collection Museum. My mom could probably get into that. Mississippi History Museum. I liked this one. A Rare Books Museum. Right on. That was a good choice. Kind of goes with that pens and pencils thing too. The history of Pepsi and M&Ms. A museum featuring redwood trees. Everything redwood trees. A museum for unique museum ideas. A doll museum. Now, I don't know if they're creepy or not, but yeah, I'm sure some of them would be. An agricultural museum. A museum for the idea that adults like to have fun, too. Museum. You can figure out on your own what that means. A candy museum and a rare coins and tenders museum. That would be interesting. A mid-century museum. A Civil War museum and a World War II museum. A lot of museums in this video. History of Humans museum. A museum featuring my shoes. All the shoes that this lady had. I thought that was pretty funny. A bicycle museum, a quilt museum, an American history museum, and an antique household items museum. There we go, guys. Now, if you're wondering what I chose, I had to think long and hard about this, but I did come up with something, and I was surprised I didn't think about it first, like at the beginning of the day, or at the beginning of the time where I wrote this question. But I came up with a paranormal museum. I mean, for me, and anybody that knows me, you know I like ghosts and UFOs and aliens and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it would be kind of cool to just have a cool paranormal museum. Zach Baggins from Ghost Adventures he bought a place and made his kind of museum of his collection of things and all things paranormal, and I just thought that'd be kind of cool for people that like that kind of stuff. But hey, you know. So that would be my answer for the question of the day. Guys, we have one more question tomorrow. This is going to be a regular question, just like normal. Are there any regular questions on this channel or on our Facebook page? I don't know. But then after that, this Wednesday, middle of the week, we're going to start our Halloween questions, which go from this Wednesday to October 31st, Halloween day. So looking forward to that, and I hope you guys will join me as well for that. Guys, you can answer and vote on each day's question Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook, and also on YouTube. You can subscribe, and that would really help us out, guys. We appreciate that. Hashtag DQOTD. I'm done, everyone. Question everything. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.